Well, tonight was an eventful and an uneventful night. It was it was going to pour, so there was practically nobody there, so we just pretty much wandered around and talked to each other all night long. We did a couple of tractors, but everybody there was just like, a couple of drunk guys too. And then one guy's like, I'll sit on the sword, can I sit on the sword? I was like, here you go. I would have done it to him for free. Thank you for your $28. But we had a real scare before we even went out. We're all standing on the tractor, and this kid, I don't know what his name is, but he's sitting on the box, and all of a sudden just bam, head first, pitches over onto the tractor, hits his head first on the floor of the tractor. And he's there, in a fetal position, he's just there. And I'm like, oh my god, he's having a seizure. And then people start screaming for a medic. And then he sits up and he's kind of dazed a little bit, but he seemed okay. And then Brian comes over with a radio and he calls for a medic. So then the medics come over and they're checking him out. And then Sonny comes over with the radio and he looks like he's about to have a freaking heart attack. And then, this guy he's like, I bet his ego is like this big. Because he's the center of attention. And I'm trying to, I wanted him to feel better, but I didn't want him to be like, I didn't want to be like, oh, poor baby, it's okay. No, you're still manly. We believe you. It's okay. I did my best. I said, you know what? We still know that you are a hard ass because you hit that thing pretty hard with a head injury like that. You're a hard ass. And by the time we were leaving, the ambulance was there, and they were giving him oxygen. He claimed he was fine. He was sitting up, and he was talking. He did seem kind of spacey, but, he's like, he was most concerned about them calling his parents. I'm like, you know what? If that was my kid, if it was me, I would sure as hell want someone to call my parents and let them know that I had just had a major brain malfunction, worse than usual. And we got lucky with the rain. It's absolutely pouring outside, but it didn't start raining until we were on the tractor on the way back. Weird thing is, we were avoiding the R word all night long by saying, oh man, I hope it doesn't R word. Yeah, well, it's gonna R word like hell tomorrow. And then as soon as the last tractor came, as soon as we saw the ATV coming, I looked up and I said, fuck you, rain! Fuck you! Rain! And like literally 2 seconds after I said that, I felt the first raindrop. I'm like, oh my god, did I just jinx this whole place? Oh man. I wish every night was like this. I really do. It's like I got paid to sit on my ass and talk to my friends. And it wasn't very cold out, and we didn't get rained on. And I just kind of went back and forth, I got down to the circus, I talked to Mop briefly. And I thought they were going to let me do Dr. Stabby tonight, but they didn't. It would have been the perfect night, too. I mean, the absolute perfect night. Nobody was there, and if I had screwed up, everybody all on the wagons, they were so drunk or they didn't care, it wouldn't have mattered had I screwed up. But no, some things are not to be. Maybe next year Dr. Stabby will show up. Yeah, that's about it. But as far as I know, the kid's okay. He's at the hospital. Probably just seizure. I don't know why. I hope he's okay. Josiah, who got kicked, he came in and he'd taken a Percocet, so he's sitting there just nothing bothered him today. Nothing. He had his energy drink. Nothing bothered him. All was well with the world. And I was messing with him. I was like, he's like, yeah, I got through that phase in high school. Something like that. Oh man. I think that was about it. There's other stuff that I want to put in the videos, but I can never remember. Oh, yes, I was talking to Tim, and he said that somewhere in one of his old neighborhoods, a kid got hit by a machete, but didn't get cut. Yes, you heard me right. How do you throw a machete at someone and manage not to cut them? Like, what, do you beat him with a handle or something? It's like, I'm gonna be so cool. Whoosh, thunk. Oh, what the fuck? That is like the most epic fail I've ever heard. Don't cut somebody with a machete. Even Jason, who has one eye and has been dead for 30 years, can kill somebody with a machete and a little tuning fork thingy. And he's killed people with a lot of weird shit. But, I mean, my God, that is like the worst fail I've ever heard in my entire life. I just had to put that on video.